relation to the target that they are going to exit. Very seldom, almost never, is it directly over the target, because each day the wind velocity and direction change. That jumper is out, and Sergeant Jaron Hall is now streaking towards the earth at 120 miles an hour. That's known as terminal velocity. There's the smoke that you see to the left of the sun as the world gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, he'll be referencing a chest altimeter at the predetermined altitude from 120 miles an hour. He will deploy that black and gold canopy of the U.S. Army Golden Knights. The speed will dissipate down to about 22 miles per hour from the rush of air and the flow of adrenaline. You get under canopy and it gets very serene and quiet. You can even pick up conversation on the surface of the earth. How about a big round of applause for these guys and Sergeant Jaron Hall. Watch now, watch now. He's got that altitude. There's the canopy. Now, you see he's way off target in comparison to that banner. You watch the sergeant. He knows his winds. He's going to drift back in towards the target area. He will use those winds as an ally. Quite often the team will jump way behind the crowd, if that's the way the winds are, way in front of the crowd, to our extreme left or our to extreme right, and always make their way back in towards the target area. There is a camera-worthy shot, and it's going to be made even better in a moment when they unfurl our American flag on this weekend that we tribute our men and women in the armed forces past, present, and future. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in standing, please, for our national anthem. A big round of applause for this show opening Sergeant Jaron Hall, right on the target. Welcome to the Andrews Open House, honoring our men and women in uniform.
And in the future. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sergeant Jaron Hall. It has been my proud honor to fly in our national colors on this, my 1154th free fall parachute jump. I'll narrate for you today a demonstration of precision free fall as performed by members of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. At this time, members of the black demonstration team are circling high overhead in our distinctively painted C-31 Troopship aircraft at an altitude of 12,500 feet. These jumpers will perform one of the many possible formations to achieve while in free fall. Watch closer as you may see the nose of the aircraft move slightly left or right in response to steering corrections given from the jump master to the pilot. Jumpers are out and the smoke is on. We now have members of the Golden Knights rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. The initial part of this formation is called the base. It is actually launched from the aircraft while the remaining jumpers set up slightly above and outside. At 10,000 feet, the team leader waves his arms, signaling these outside jumpers to fly to the base. As they fly closer and closer, they use their hands, arms, legs, and shoulders as flight controls to safely complete the formation. And there you have one single column of smoke signifying that the formation is complete. These jumpers continue to fall at 120 miles per hour while the free fall photographer circles. These jumpers approach 5,000 feet. The team leader will wave his arms, Signaling these outside jumpers to turn and perform our bomb burst maneuver. Jumpers in the base, reach back, ignite the smoke, and perform fire pulls. The outside jumpers open their parachutes at 3,000 feet, while the bottom two jumpers pull their parachutes at 2,000 feet. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They can hear you very well at this altitude. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must first gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches to the target. This is accomplished by pulling down the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. They do this to set up an accuracy stack, just like you might see at a busy airport. Ladies and gentlemen, the smoke grenades you see here are actually military M18 smoke grenades. They burn at 800 degrees. Notice the 7 openings in front of these parachutes. This allows air to be forced in and inflating the flexible wing gliders. Each one of these jumpers is also wearing a reserve or auxiliary parachute. It's very much the same as these, but they're smaller and white in color. They have a much greater forward airspeed. These parachutes you see are made up of F-111 ripstop nylon and have an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles an hour. As our team leader brings it into the target area, give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Watch what he does with his hands. It's the slowest forward speed of his parachute. He'll come over top of the target and stop his parachute to come straight down for fine target landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 9 more jumpers coming in. Need you to make some noise. They're turn a little bit tighter than the target. And then they'll bring it over top and stop his parachute for yet another target landing. Ladies and gentlemen, notice the tail of the parachute, how it curls under. The jumpers let the parachutes fly, and he'll stop it for another target landing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. We got more jumpers coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, lets it fly. Brings it in and stops it for a fine target area landing. These jumpers have a little bit different approach. Coming from actually right to the side, I can barely see him myself. But keep your eyes, watch what he's doing with his hands. He's actually got his parachute completely stopped. Lets it fly a little bit. And he brings it over the top of the target. And we'll stop it right for target area landing. Ladies and gentlemen, POW flag coming in for the landing. Give it a big round of applause. New members of our troops. And he'll stop it for a nice dead center. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the rest of these jumpers are coming in. Notice this one jumper right here. He's got a little bit different suit. That's actually our camber flyer. He's got wings on there, helps him fly around the formation. He's also got the helmet on his head. And he'll bring his parachute in. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. And finally, our last jumper. He sits up nice and high, spreads his legs, getting ready for that nice hard landing. And he's going to bring it in. He's going to stop it. He's going to bring it right on top of the target. The United States Army Parachute Team was formed in 1959 at the home of the Air Corps, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. At that time, the team consisted of 13 original members. Each was selected to assist in the development of modern parachuting techniques